Hey there, it's Kathleen Gage with Power Up for Profits, the plant-based way and plant-based eating for health. I am really excited today because I was cleaning out some boxes and I came across a book, actually the very first book I wrote. And the first time I wrote it, it was like this. It was a booklet and it's called Message of Hope. And with the help of a phenomenal team, we took it from this to this. Now, back then, this book didn't sell too many copies. It never really has sold too many copies. And it's a great book. It's got some nice thoughts. It's a thought book. And the reason being is I didn't know how to market books back then like I do now. When this book came out, had I known what I know today back then, I would have done a lot of podcast shows, because fast forward to 2013, when my book Power Up for Profits came out, I did hundreds of interviews. I did every interview I could possibly do to do with Power Up for Profits, the Smart Woman's Guide to Online Marketing. I was going to say plant-based eating. I was not plant-based back then. But the point being is that book not only sold a phenomenal number of copies as a result of doing a lot of podcast shows. On the back end, I was able to drive traffic to a 3-day event, and that event generated $250,000. And that was because I knew more about marketing books then than I did when this particular book came out. Now, here's the thing. The big key of what I used was podcast shows. And today, with when I want to really market something, when I really want to get visibility, I use podcast shows. I have clients that hire me to help them get shows that they can be on to get phenomenal results on their visibility. And with one client just today, we got 2 confirmations. I got 2 confirmations for shows. And this particular client over the last probably 60 to 90 days has been on well over 20 shows. And that's only because she has not had more time to do more shows. She could do more shows and we could get her more shows, but she also has a full load with her consulting practice. And so the point being is, when you use podcast shows to gain visibility, you can get phenomenal results, going from hardly selling any books to making $250,000 on the back end in 2013 as a result of using podcast shows. Well, I know that a lot of experts, a lot of authors want to be on podcast shows, but either they don't know how to find opportunities, or they look for opportunities and they find the wrong opportunities. They don't know how to create angles for how to take their message and put it on a show that may not be an exact fit, but they're finding the way to do so. And so what I've done is I've put together a directory with 230 listings of current shows. Now, what I mean by current, as of May 29th, 2019, this directory went into version 6. Those shows have all been checked to make sure that they're recording or they're doing live episodes within the last 30 days. That means it's current. If you find a show that hasn't had a show aired for 6 months, a year, 2 years, that's not a good listing. Our listings are all active listings, 230 of them. And I've priced it in a way that it's affordable for anybody who is really serious about going out and finding opportunity. It's $47, and that's for 230 listings. Now, will every listing be a fit for you? No, I'm not going to pretend that they will be. However, imagine if you got 10% of those and they were a fit. That's 23 listings for $47. I can assure you the amount of time it will take you to find 23 opportunities is a lot more than $47 worth of your time. So you have to look at what your time is worth, what the value of your time is, and if you can find ways to cut your time by 90, 95, 98%. Doesn't that make sense? With the directory, you also get some training. You get how to be a rock star interviewee. And I get invited back again and again and again because I'm really good at being interviewed. And I share those secrets with you. I share what I do so that not only do I do a great job while I'm being interviewed, but I get invited back. I also have a video in there on how to find opportunities. So in addition to the 230 opportunities, I teach you how to go out and find current listings, whether it be on iTunes, YouTube, Google, Blog Talk Radio. It doesn't matter. I show you how to do it. So I encourage you, if you're serious about getting podcast opportunities, if you want to get in front of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of people, I encourage you, get the directory and dig in. I had a woman who got it and she goes, oh, you mean I actually have to reach out to these people? Yes, you do. There is some work involved, but I've cut out about 95% of the amount of time it'll take you to get on a show. I show you exactly what you need to do, and I give you fresh listings. This is Kathleen Gage with Power Up for Profits, the plant-based way, and plant-based eating for health, encouraging you to go out, be seen, get your message out there, create the movement you want to, and just live large. Have a great day.